Yeah, I know. You want? Sure, I got it for you. After all, you've given me so much, Ryan. Bye-bye.
I think she's a little bit more like relaxed this year.
Right, we did talk about that. And Moody Gardens? Yes. Just waiting for another date. So we're hoping to finish.
Last time it was
That last one in July, right? And we looked at the dates, remember?
I'm thinking that's what it is, but
We planned our vacation early, so we planned it in June.
All right, here we go. We're in Refugio. We got a doubleheader JV varsity action today, and it's being simulcast on ST Bobcat Nation. Let me back up. It's on ST Lady Cat Nation YouTube, and also on Refugio Sports Network with my good friend Ryan Linney. And let's see, I'm going to get familiar with all the names here. And JV, let's see, number one is pitching, and that is Hadley Trevino. And let's see, behind the plate. Anyway, we've got Alyssa Racio leading off for Skidmore-Tynan here in the top of the first. Skidmore-Tynan is undefeated in play. They have a 3-0 record and winning by 1 on all three. And so the count is 2 balls and a strike to Alyssa Racio. Again on the man, we've got Hadley Trevino, Mia Mascoro behind the plate catching. And we'll get through all of the players as we progress. That's outside, so 3-1 is the count. I don't know if the board is working exactly correctly, but we'll try to keep up as much as I can. There's a little bit of wind, not too bad. And that's a walk for Alyssa Racio. She'll take first. Here, JV action here in Refugio. In comes Cambry Marish with the runner on. Andrea Moron on deck in the on-deck circle. Blue waiting till they remove the bat from the field of play. Here is Trevino pitching. That's up high. And there goes the runner safe on second. Alyssa Racio with the throw from Mascoro. So runner on second. Again, this is probably the best spot right now as far as bringing it to you. Again, as I mentioned back in Port Aransas, I'm still waiting on some equipment that'll allow me to kind of... And a little bunt laid down nicely and over to first. And all the way home. It looks like a save. Alyssa Racio with a run coming in. 1 out, 1 run, all the way from second. So bunt laid down nicely by Marish, and now Andrea Moron. And Blue making sure we get a perfectly clean home plate. Texas Association of State Officials, TASO. Here we go. Andrea Moron. That's a pie. So a nice little RBI by Cambry Marish. Bringing in Alyssa Racio. It was close at home, but almost a double play, but 1 down. That's up high. Don't have it on deck. There she comes. On deck will go Aaliyah Cuevas. Good pitch there by Hadley Trevino. Over on first base is Salem Bass on second. Swing and a miss. I don't have it. I don't have a number 11. I'll try to get that from Ryan Linney in just a little bit. And that goes back. Once again, on deck is Aaliyah Cuevas. That's tapped out. It looks like it is foul. A little bit of power on that one by Andrea Moron. About a couple of feet to the left of the third left field line, I should say, because it was out there. 2-2 the count to Andrea Moron. 1 out, 1 run has come in. Now full count. And that was Camry Marish with a little bunt placed nicely on the left side, bringing in Alyssa Recio, 1-0. Skidmore-Tynan JV. Again, the undefeated 3-0 Skidmore-Tynan JV. Last time these two teams met, it was 9-8. That's tapped over, foul. So Andrea Moron stays alive, favoring that left side of the field. She played one out there, just got a little earlier on there, and she can get herself a nice little line drive to the left field third baseline. And I got back again. It's going that way, but and you would normally think your fielders will shift a little bit to the batter's left, their right. But right now, Dre Moron having some fun out there. 1 out. Aaliyah Cuevas on deck. And that is tapped out to left center for a base hit. Dre Moron on first. And now Aaliyah Cuevas comes to the plate with 1 out, 1 runner on. First base single there. Aaliyah Cuevas. Coach Durand coaching over on the third base line along with Coach West. Diana Brezenio on deck with 1 out. Dre Moron on first. Cuevas, Aaliyah Cuevas at the plate. Hadley Trevino on the mound for Refugio. That's a foul ball. It hit the bat. You don't see that foul ball very often. 1-1. Hadley Trevino laughing about that one. That one went behind the batter, but if that bat hadn't been there, Andrea Moron would be on second. But I love this game. You never know what's going to come. And that is tapped up, took short, taken there nicely. Out number 2. And now Diana Brezenio. And I'm trying to get the number on the shortstop. They're always covered. Sometimes the numbers don't always pop. But well done by shortstop for Refugio. JV action. Here's Diana Brezenio. And taken there for out number 3 by Mascaro. So 1 run comes in the top of the first. And now here come the Refugio Lady Cats, batting in the bottom of the first. Well, some of the numbers have shifted a little bit, but we go to the bottom of the first, and so pitching, number 11 is actually pitching is actually number 1, Adriana Lara. So she's number 1, and again, I didn't get an update, and I certainly thank Refugio Sports Network and Ryan and Lenny for always keeping me up to date. But on JV, sometimes numbers shift a little bit. But once again, good work by Adriana Lara for the Refugio Lady Cats Junior Varsity. And that is who will be leading off. Number 1, the pitcher will be Adriana Lara. I hear a lot of her on during basketball season. Certainly doing a great job with the Lady Cats, who made it several rounds into the playoffs during our basketball season. Adriana Lara on the mound. Let me see what others at shortstop was Sage Jefferson. I have her down as 6, but I think she's number 17 actually. I'm going to be leaning a little bit toward my friend Ryan Lenny, because he's to my left and he's broadcasting from Refugio Sports Network, and I'm broadcasting from ST Lady Cat Nation. But anyway, on the mound for Skidmore-Tynan here in the bottom of the first is Alyssa Recio. Behind the plate is Andrea Moron. Over at third, you've got looks like Heidi Gamble, Camry Marish at short. Tinsley Zamani at second. Over at first is Diana Brazeno. Straight ahead, deep center right now is, get everybody, Haley Williford.
Let's go, Alyssa.
So Alyssa Recio will be leading off on the mound for Skidmore-Tynan. And the pitcher, Adriana Lara, will be leading off at the batting position here. Strike call, good pitch there by Alyssa Recio. And again, we'll get the left and the right field, I think, are the only ones I'm missing here in the bottom of the first, as Skidmore-Tynan is now out on the field as the home team bats second. It's always preferable to bat second, and it's kind of a home field advantage. I believe Aaliyah Cuevas is out at left field. And
You got it.
Nina Del Toro out at right. And a swing and a miss to the pitcher, leading off here in the bottom of the first, Adriana Lara, because I was calling her Hadley Trevino. So that is Adriana Lara. Hadley Trevino is playing second. Two and two the count. Nobody on. First batter, Adriana Lara. And that's tapped to short. Camry Marish, and she'll hang on to it. So runner safe. Lara on first. Sage Jefferson, the shortstop. Again, thank you, Ryan Lenny from Refugio Sports Network.
Let's go, Alyssa.
A few of them that weren't quite matching.
Yeah.
And there goes the throw. Good throw to Zamanic. Not in time, but Lara safe on second. So here's Sage Jefferson, who had a put out, as well as Mascoro at the catcher position. Two pop-ups out. And the other was the bunt. Actual RBI sacrifice there by Camry Marish. And that's where we got the 3 outs. And here we are in the bottom of the first with a little bit of action, and that's Adriana Lara, the pitcher, already at second on a single and a steal. Here's Jefferson. 3-1 the count. And last time, a 1-point differential. Skidmore-Tynan taking it back at Skidmore-Tynan, and just inside. And Lotta has to go back to second, and Jefferson will go to first for the Refugio Lady Cats JV. Mia Mascoro, number 3. Like I said, I got one left ear over on Ryan Linney. Most everything matches up with my roster, but some does not. So I'm going to keep it right here with the left ear. Swing and a miss, and ball gets by. Runners will advance to second and third. So nobody out. Runners in scoring position for Refugio here in the bottom of the first. Jefferson at second, Lotta at third. Good stop by Andrea Moron. Lotta at third. Jefferson is at second. The batter is the catcher, Mia Mascoro. Golden opportunity here with 2 runners in scoring position, nobody out. And that is fair. And that ball gets by, and 2 runners will score. And it's going to be a home run in the park. Home run, 3 runs. Mia Mascoro placed it nicely about a foot inside the third base line. 3-1 Refugio Lady Cats JV. Ava Solis, third base, with the bases clear now. That ball gets past left field, allowing Mascoro to make the entire full circle. More of a diamond shape, but all the way around, just outside. 2-0 the count. Again, in JV action, 4-run max is the rule. So 1 more run, and if Skidmore-Tynan does not get the 3 outs, they will move on to the other half of the inning, or the next half of the inning, if you will, depending on where you're at. Ball 4. Solis will take first, and Salem Bass, first base, comes to the plate for the Refugio Lady Cats. And there goes the throw over to Tinsley Zamonic, and safe is the runner, Solis. So now Solis in running. She represents that 4th run. Nobody out yet, so the likelihood of getting to the 4th run is a little bit high, as opposed to getting the 3 outs. I'm sorry, I love statistics, I love probability, and that's why you play it. You can get 3 strikeouts that quickly. Solis remains on second. Checking on her, Tinsley Zamani at second base. Yeah, it's surrounded by also shortstop Camry Barish. And that is a tapper over to Recio, over to first. And that is the first out. Runner Solis advances to third. It's a little bit of advancing the runner, Salem Bass.
Let's go, Alyssa.
Trying to get that number. Autry, I believe. Yeah, Autry. Madeline Autry, who I had in center field. Thanks again to RSN and Ryan Linney. Plus it helps that this is his home field. Again, runner Solis on third. Swing and a miss. And Solis will stay put. So, again, the challenge for Skidmore-Tynan is to get the second and third out without letting Solis cross home plate. So, the Lady Cats of Refugio will either have 3 or 4 going into the second, and the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan wants that to be only 3. Three and 1 the count. 2. And walking is Adeline Autry. Leah Brown and Autry will go ahead and take second. Leah Brown, number 7. All she needs to do is bring in Ava Solis from 3rd to get that 4th run. I kind of agree with Coach Duran on that one. That was a good pitch. Might have been a little high. I'm not the umpire. That's up high. So there is an open base right now, first base. Again, bottom of the 1st inning. That's a strike. 2-2 the count. So if Refugio can get 1 strike here, then that probability that I was talking about certainly flips. That's high, full count. What I mean by that is when you look at no outs and 3 runs in, the probability of getting that 4th run higher than the probability of getting 3 outs. But with a strike here, it flips it. That's a tapper. It's going to get through, and that'll bring in the 4th one. Ava Solis. And she's going to bring it in with the 5th run, and that is Autry. And that's a 5 because you got to end the play, and you got to end that play, and they did not on the 4th run. So it is 5-1, and we'll go to the top of the 2nd with the Refugio Lady Cats JV leading the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats JV 5-1.
What's up?
So some good action with 5 runs. Well, they're not going to make it the 5th run. They're going to make it 4. I fully don't understand the 4-run rule then, because I know with Skidmore-Tynan, I don't know if it's because it was in the bottom of the inning, in the final inning. Yeah. I was a little thrown by that too. I'm not sure when one counts and one doesn't. Yeah. No, I know about the 4, but sometimes they count the next run.
Sometimes.
Depend on.
3 or 5.
Yeah, the continuity, right? So I don't know. That's why I've got to look at the board. Yeah.
They scream at you when you do something wrong.
I mean, you got to end the play at some point, right? I guess, but. So 4-1, we'll back it up. So back again to the 4-run rule, and like I said, I don't know the way the 3 ended, where Skidmore-Tynan took the victories, is they ended with the Skidmore-Tynan producing the 5th run in all 3 at the bottom of the inning, which gave them the victory. But in the midst of the game, even if there's continuity in the play, they still only limit you to 4 runs. So anyway, not that big a deal, I guess, but JV action, different rules. But Tinsley Zamonic now to the plate to lead off the top of the 2nd. And again, that Adriana Lotta on the plate. On the mound, I should say, at the plate is Zamonic, and behind the plate at the catcher position is Mia Mascoro. And that's where we're at right now, bottom or top of the 2nd. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 on that. So Lotta bringing them in with some good speed. Again, looking down a little bit more along with Adrian Lotta at the pitcher position. Adeline Autry's at center field. And good eye there as everybody's calling it, and I'll repeat it on Tinsley Zamani. Left field was Carly Mahor at shortstop, who made a pop-up out. Sage Jefferson at shortstop. First base is Salem Bass. At third is Ava Solis. That was low, so she'll take the fourth ball, and Tinsley Zamani. Heidi Gamble to the plate with a runner on. Zamani on first. Here in the top of the second. Also out there, Hallie Trevino at second and Leah Brown at right field.
Too high, Heidi.
So Zamani
Not
on.
tennis, baby.
Zamani on first. Gamble. And there goes Zamani. It'll be close. And it gets away. So safe is Tinsley Zamani. So good steal. Good throw from Mascora over to Jefferson. Just got past her. I always like to look at the defense as well as the offense. Strike two called. 1-2. Zamani on second. Strike three, one down, and a runner on second.
Let's go, Haley.
Haley Williford, center field, to the plate with a runner on and one out. Good stop by Mia Mascoro. I say that because otherwise Zamani is at third with some good speed on second. And that's exactly what sends her to third. Nicely done. Coach wants to know, did that hit you, Haley? She said, nope. So runner on third. Strike. Nice pitch by Lotta. Ava Solis making sure on third that Zamani stays put. That's way high. Again, we're toss over to Ava Solis. Like how the pitcher has confidence. Say, I'm throwing it to third just to kind of keep everybody in check. High on that one. Also, Jefferson
Nina, bring him in.
backing up Solis nicely for the Lady Cats of Refugio. Runners at the corners, and Nina Del Toro, right fielder tonight. Or late afternoon. I'm going to call it night because it'll be night by the time we're done. Good stop, and there goes Williford. So now Skidmore-Tynan with runners in scoring position on second and third. Williford at second. Zamani at third, one out. Keep it right. Oh, she got hit. So bases loaded. Nina Del Toro was hit by the pitch. So now Davy Brown, I believe, will be the DH tonight.
Let's go, Davey. You got it.
And bases loaded with one out. Zamani on third. Williford on second. Del Toro on first. One out. And here comes Zamani. Good speed. She makes it through. Run comes through for Skidmore-Tynan and Tinsley Zamani. Williford on to third and Del Toro on to second. 1-0 the count. One out for the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan. It's a little high and inside. Again, I've had some equipment back ordered that hopefully will, that's a strike.
Got it, Davey.
1-1. One out. Two runners on. Here in the top of the second. Good eye on that one for Brown. That's inside. Bases loaded now. And here comes the pitcher, Refugio. Bases loaded. Williford on third, Del Toro on second, Davy Brown on first.
Let's go, Alyssa.
One run has come in. And Skidmore-Tynan with one run in. I say that because of the 4-run rule. So they're trying to get this to 5-4. Are the Skidmore-Tynan Lady Cats. 2 the count, of course. No place for the batter. That would bring in Williford, but still a ways to go for Lotta. Well, now she's down to a 3-0 count. A ball, and we bring in Williford for the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan. And there's ball 4, so here comes Haley Williford with the 3rd run.
We should have 3 runs.
Yes, sir. 4-3. And that is laid out there by Marish at left center. It will land. Here comes Del Toro.
Good job.
4-4.
No, it was 4-1.
It was 4-1. You got one more.
We have one more.
You got one more,
it
sir.
It was 4-1 when we started.
Bases loaded for Andrea Moron, trying to bring in one more run. Swing and a miss. Nice
Good,
pitch,
Ray.
and wanted to get
home.
wanted to get a few runs in on that one. Inside. 1-1 the count. 1 out. 3 runs have come across the plate here. That's too high. 2-1. Got Brown, who represents the 4th run here in the top of the 2nd. Got Marish on 1st and Refugio on 2nd. That's low, making it 3-1. Adriana Lotta on the mound for the Lady Cats. Strike call. On deck is Aaliyah Cuevas.
Let's go, Dre.
And that is tapped and gets away. And there is that runner comes in. Davy Brown. That should do it. That should do it.
Good job. Run, Henry.
5-4, I think, is a 4-run rule. So 5-4 is where it was staying. Nicely done.
She meant to do that. She put that spin on the ball.
Coach talking about the spin on the ball. That was nicely done. But because of the, I'm still learning the JV game here. But the 4-run rule, even though there was continuity, 5-4, and now we go to the bottom of the 2nd. So to hold serve, you get the lead. Or at least Refugio wants to get the lead back to I'll get this right, to 3, yeah. 5-4 Skidmore-Tynan, but again, let's see. We got Cuevas going out to left field, and Williford, and it is Davy Brown out at right field. Impressive Cambry Marish putting one out there at left center, nicely bringing in 2 runs. Kind of give her the player of the top of the 2nd. She did very well on that one. Made contact with that ball beautifully. Here comes Andrea Moron again. We've got Moron behind the plate. Refugio on the mound. Gamble at 3rd. Marish at 2nd. Zimonic at 2nd. We've got Brezenio at 1st. Brown out at right field. Williford at center, and Cuevas out at left field going into the bottom of the second. So we've got ourselves a nice little 5-4 closely contested game. And on the, it does look like Carly Mahor, left field, who will be leading off. Actually, she'll be on deck. I'm one behind. Try to get ahead of everybody. Throwing it out to Marish to end the little warm-up. Blue has to clean off all the, with no rain, that's kind of what I've been doing all in my yard. Looks like a baseball field in my yard. Hadley Trevino, number 11.
Let's go, Lissa.
He's playing second base, leads off the bottom. And that's a little chopper over to first, over to Bresenio for out number 1 here in the bottom of the second. Carly Mahar to the plate.
Good job, Alyssa.
So the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan can get a little bit of that. I think they're wondering if foul ball. So, little reprieve for Hadley Trevino. They're going to call that a ball. I guess the ball bounced in the foul ball before it went into the fair. Good stop by Andrea. So, good fielding by Alyssa Recio over to Diana Bresenio. Goes for naught as Hadley Trevino back. Second baseman back on the back at the plate. Swing and a miss. Bring up a 1-2 count. So up on the batter is Alyssa Recio. And Carly Mahor is on the, it's a little high. Apologize, my equipment with the wind flew forward when we started this broadcast. I was just kind of getting things rolling and left it for a second and feel like it's like if I walk away from it, it flies. We got a 3-2 count to Hadley Trevino, who I called out as a pitcher in the top of the first, but she's playing second base. Strike call, and you got a tagger, and out, and now it's an out. Staying alive on that was Hadley Trevino, and now Carly Mahor is going to do it right. I missed it. We got a strike. Strike.
Yes.
Okay. 0-1. Strike called. That's a little high. 1-1. Just a little high. Bob Euchre. Of course, you smile on that one. You got to have fun doing that. Some of them go a little high, some go a little low. And when you're batting, sometimes you're playing baseball, softball, and sometimes you're playing tennis and golf. That's a little tapper over to Recio, over to Bresenio. Dropped the ball. So safe is Carly Mahor, number 1. Adrian Alana is pitching, top of the order here. So the Refugio Lady Cats get a little break on the air. And there goes the throw. Out at second. Moron to Tinsley Zamanek. Out number 2, and they get Mahor back to, that's 2 down. Beautifully done. A good throw. And here is swing and a miss. Was from Andrea to Tinsley Zamonic for that tag out at second. 2 outs, nobody on, and here is the pitcher. Adriana Lada. Trying to get a 2-out rally going here for Refugio. 3-1 the count. So let's see if Lada goes for this one or just takes it. It's a ball. So the first goes Adriana Lada. Sage Jefferson, shortstop, to the plate for Refugio with Lada on first. And this time they didn't go. Ball kind of snow coned on the glove. So Skidmore-Tynan with an opportunity here. That's a little too high. Yeah, you got to cover first. Everyone's yelling. Cover the home plate, I should say. Dramming on. You don't want to let anybody in. You already got 2 outs. And Skidmore-Tynan does not want to. You kind of got your opponent on the ropes right now. And
there you go.
That's a good pitch by Alyssa Resio to Sage Jefferson. Again, the pitcher, Adriana Lada on third. So runner on third, and that is the tying run. And that is going to land in left field. In comes Adriana Lada, and a stand-up double and stand-up triple coming all the way home. An in the park home run for Sage Jefferson. And the pendulum swings. 1 down and now 1 up for the Refugio Lady Cats. Mia Mascoro, the catcher, to the plate. Bases are cleared. Sage Jefferson, nicely done, bringing in not only herself on a in the park home run, but also bringing in the pitcher, Adriana Lada. So now it's 6-5. And that is hit out to left. And running second, and now you got to bring in the ball. Now over to third. They wanted her to go. It's going to be a close one. Save. So back-to-back in the park home runs, and that's Mia Mascoro. So Sage Jefferson and Mia Mascoro. Skidmore-Tynan had 2 outs with no runs scored and let an opportunity slip by here. So 3 runs have scored. Ava Solis, third base, trying to be the 4th run in the inning. And again, Refugio started slowly in the inning. Skidmore-Tynan with 2 outs and no runs. But here come the bats. Back-to-back home runs in the park home runs by Sage Jefferson and Mia Mascoro. Bringing in, of course, Adriana Lada, who got herself on base and stole a couple. And that's how you do it. Get on base and also get some hitters in there. And that's done very well by Refugio. And now Ava Solis will walk, take the base. And Salem Bass, who plays first base, trying to bring in that 4th run in the inning here in the bottom of the 2nd. So Try to keep Solis back. Of course, the advantage of getting Ava Solis over to second is a single can score her. And that may do it. It's left center into the gap. And this is going to be Ava Solis going to third. And here she comes for the fourth run. And that's 4 right there. So Skidmore-Tynan with an opportunity to get 3 up, 3 down, or at least 3 outs with no runs in. But on a 2 outs rally, a couple of in the park home runs and good running by Adriana Lotta. And then you just saw Salem Bass drill one out to left center up against the fence to bring in an RBI, and that's 4 runs. So back on pace are the Refugio Lady Cats at 8-5 as we go to the third. So we go to the third. Basically, the box score holds. We played 2 full innings. Skidmore-Tynan at 1 in the top of the first and 4 in the top of the second. And Refugio has 4 and 4, so they've got a perfect 8 runs here, completing 2 innings. So we go to the top of the third inning. Looking at Leah Brown out at right field. I hate to leave anybody out. Over in center, it does look like Adeline Autry. And thanks one more time to Ryan Linney at Refugio Sports Network. I try to thank him at least 3 times. I think that's a good number. And then we have, who's out there? Carly Mahor out at left. Behind the plate tonight has been Mia Mascoro. On the mound is Adriana Lotta. We've had Salem Bass on first. Second base, Adley Trevino. At short has been Sage Jefferson. At third, Ava Solis. And I think I got everybody. And we're starting a brand new inning at the top of the third, and it will be Aaliyah Cuevas leading off the Lady Cats of Skidmore-Tynan. So again, box score, Skidmore-Tynan 1 and 4, Refugio on the bottom 4 and 4, and 8-5 is the score. So that one's a little low. Aaliyah Cuevas. I'm getting videos from Dulce. Reyes Doherty, thank you. And I believe that is Leah Cuevas to first. That is our junior high track meet. Thank you for all the videos, Dulce. 8th grade. I won't have time to look at them till I get home, but oh, here comes the dust. Dana Brezenio up high. Cuevas on first. Nobody out here in the top of the third. Kind of a little deja vu from the game in Skidmore-Tynan. A good stop by Mascoro, who along with Sage Jefferson had in the park home runs in the bottom of the second. Good base running by Adriana Lotta. And also a good RBI to get the 4th run by Salem Bass. Leah Cuevas on first, nobody out. That's a little high. That's a ball 4. Lost track of it. So Brezenio will take first base. Cuevas on second. And Tinsley Zamanik, who tagged out a runner trying to steal second on a nice throw by Moron. And there go the runners. So wild pitch leads to Brezenio to second. And Cuevas to third. Nobody out, so a dream at bat for Tinsley Zamonic. Of course, he'd like to have bases loaded. And it goes through. It's bobbling. She's going to be safe. And in comes Cuevas. To third goes Brezenio. Zamonic. You can call that an error on the fielder, but the fact that she hit it out of a cannon, that makes it a little bit tougher to grab. So a good at bat for Tinsley Zamonic. Heidi Gamble now with runners at the corner. One run has come across. If you just put one over the fence right here, you'll end the inning. Tinsley Zamonic at first. She's going. I like the way Coach Duran already told everybody she's going. You talk about that's some speed right there. It's like Larry Bird telling people, I'm going to pop this 3 right here, right in front of you. Got to get back on there. Can't be lackadaisical. That's right, Coach. That's right. Playing a little bit too lackadaisical.
Hard, Heidi. Follow it all the way in.
That's high. 3-1 the count. I don't know why I see 2 strikes. Unless it's the other way around, I won't. I've been focused on the runners. Zamonic on second. Even picking your foot up, you got to be careful there. You can't pick your foot up right in the middle either, because they can tag you. Bases loaded as Gamble takes first. Here's center fielder Haley Williford. 1 run has come across, no outs. So Skidmore-Tynan needs to get to the 9 mark. Swing and a miss. Again, talking about probability. The probability, unless there's a double play here or a triple play, is higher that Skidmore-Tynan can get the 3 runs than Refugio can get the 3 outs. That's the probability. As I mentioned, I love statistics. I love probability. I love numbers.
Let's go, Haley. You got it.
They gotta get to the 9-8 mark. That was low. Nowhere to put Williford. As the bases are loaded. Gamble on first. Zamonic on second. Brezenio on third. And that's fouled. Good stop by Mascaro. Mascaro doing real well fielding behind the plate and also on offense. And that is it. That's 2 outs. Double play. Well, the probability all of a sudden goes the other direction. I said, unless there's a double play or a triple play.
Go, Nina.
Nina Del Toro. Del Toro would represent the 4th run. So 2 outs that quickly.
Hard, Nina.
And that was well played by Lotta. And Salem Bass on first. Heads up. Swing and a miss. It's too late.
Go back.
You got to go back. You got to make that your mind up quickly on that one. But Mascaro retrieving it very nicely. That hit the left thigh, and that's going to leave a bruise. Davy Brown, right field. Said DH last time, but I think she may have in the first inning played the DH, but she played the second inning in the swing and a miss. Bases loaded, so right here, the 3 runs that they need are actually all on base right now. But with 2 outs, again, it's up to largely to, of course, the pitching, who is doing a good job out there, Adriana Lotta. And this is out to center, short. Jefferson can't get it. Here comes another run and safe. So 2 runs come through.
Good job, Davy!
And Davy Brown.
Let's go, Lissa.
So 1 more run would give them the 4th. And that is Del Toro out at... There's Alyssa Recio. And the big hitter from inning number 2 on deck, and that's Cambry Marish. But Recio would like to bring in Del Toro here for the 4th one. First base is open right now. On second is Davy Brown. On third is Nina Del Toro. And Alyssa Recio with 2 outs. That's a foul ball. So behind the pitcher, Lotta. 1-2 the count. So Adriana Lotta with the few more options on her side because she's at 1-2. So you want to wait for something good here. And that's a strikeout. That's the 3rd out. And we're tied up at 8. Refugio has yet to bat in the bottom of the 3rd, so advantage Refugio. So Skidmore-Tynan, let's see if they can hold the Refugio Lady Cats here. They did in the last inning in the bottom of the 2nd. They got 2 outs before any of the runs came in, so see if Skidmore-Tynan can repeat that and continue the momentum. But we'll go to the bottom of the 3rd. Again, folks, this is the first of 2. We've got varsity action coming up, and we're looking at a Refugio Lady Cat varsity team undefeated at 8-0, and Skidmore-Tynan coming in at 3-4. I believe it'll be a matchup between Jolie Mann and Simber Cancino, I believe. And looking forward to that one. Skidmore-Tynan does need, not out of the playoff contention by any means, but it would be nice if they could get a victory on that. So, bottom of the 3rd, let's see what Skidmore-Tynan can do here. The box score, top of the innings, has been Skidmore-Tynan 1-4-3. And for Refugio at the bottom, the home team, 4-4 and yet to bat. So that's why I said in a tennis term advantage, because you've got a little advantage there. There is like gravy time here in the bottom of the 3rd.
He can do that.
Well, that's what I bought. But I haven't done brackets, all that good stuff, but you know how that goes. I get everything else real quick. Just stuff I don't need, stuff I needed. I can't. It'll be a week or so. Baseball, softball season will be over.
No, varsity is still playing. I think this is the last JV game.
Is it?
I think so, because they don't have enough players for the other team.
I know, that's what I feel bad about junior varsity. They're like in limbo.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't get to play. And if they move into varsity, sometimes you don't get to play.
Yeah. Tenza has 2 other sports, so it's kind of like...
Yeah. She's golf and tennis. But you know, worst case scenario,
But Jim, is that little walkway over there?
Because that's always
Go inside that door.
That's it. I thought you had something fancy.
No, just bungee cord.
It doesn't look good.
Go, Alyssa.
All right, so here come the Refugio Lady Cats in the bottom of the third, trying to break this tie, and again they have the advantage of not having batted yet. So Adeline Autry playing center field today. Has taken 2 balls and no strikes. And you don't want to give Refugio base runners because they can run. 3-0. I still am learning some of the rules of JV, the 4-run rule, and then sometimes it's 4, and sometimes at the end they give you the extra one. I don't know. And Adeline Autry will take first base. Leah Brown, or is it? I'm sorry. Autry will go to second. Again, I didn't see the number. I'm hearing Ryan Lenny, and I believe this is Leah Brown. Oh, right into the glove and dropped, and that was a good throw. I wasn't expecting that, but Camry Marish, although she dropped the line, shot right to her, she still almost got the runner at first. So balance it out. I dropped it, but I'm going to get somebody, but 2 runners on now. That wasn't it. Again, having first and second occupied, the first base runner is kind of locked in place unless there's a wild pitch, because you normally don't steal third on a, and there you do. And they'll both take second and third. I shouldn't have said anything. So Leah Brown goes to second, and Adeline Autry on third. Strikeout. Trevino, second base, is at the plate. She'd like nothing better than to drive in second and third right now. And that one gets by, and in comes Adeline Autry with the 9th run. Leah Brown to third. So only third base, nobody out. And that heads over to Zamanek and over to first for the first out. In comes the runner, and that is Leah Brown. But nice done from second to first. Zamanek to Brazenio. Bases are cleared, 1 out. That's Carly Mauer. Three, the count.
Let's go, Alyssa.
Ball 4. So Mahor will go to first. In comes the top of the order, the pitcher, Adriana Lotta. I gotta thank Ryan Lenny from our Refugio Sports Network for correcting me on that one, because
Be on your toes. Be ready.
stop by Moron. Keep in more. Coach Duran will take a trip to the mound. Again, 1 out, 1 runner on. Lara at the plate. Mahor over at first. Skidmore-Tynan trying to hold him. Again, their body bat it's 8-8, but as they enter the bottom of the 3rd inning, they've already tacked on 2 runs.
You got it, Alyssa. You got it, Alyssa.
And a throw over. Nicely done. Nicely done. A put out there for Moron over to Bresenio for the 2nd out. Mahor advances to 2nd. So sacrifice bunt. That one landed in just. And so Andrea Moron right there in front of her, probably 6 inches in front of the plate, grabs it and throws it over to Diana Bresenio. So a good pitch by Recio. And that's going to send Mahor over to 3rd.
You got it, Alyssa.
And Skidmore-Tynan really looking to get that 3rd out without putting any more runs across, so they can go then into the top of the 4th. That's kicked out to left center, and that may be out of here. That hits the scoreboard, and that is Sage Jefferson. Look at her, she's happy. Every right to be happy on that one. A 2-run shot. That's 12-8. I think that'll do it. They had the bottom of the 3rd. They put up 4 runs. That's the max. So we're at 12-8, and that one had a. Ryan, was that a doink? A thunk? What do we call that? You know, in football they have the doink. What's that movie where they hit the? What's the name of that movie where they hit the lights and they all? The Natural. Robert Redford, right? Roy Hobbs, yeah. I know it's not lights, but it was a nice sound. That was Sage Jefferson, right? Yeah. That was nice. 12-8. We're going to go to the 4th.
Good shot, Sage. You didn't fix the scoreboard though.
How's it broken? What part is broken?
The strike light won't go off.
I was wondering. I was calling it wrong then. I keep seeing 1 strike out there.
This is the little outlight.
I'm just curious, what part did she hit? Did she hit the Butler part? So Sage Jefferson getting a hold of it, and there it is. It's hard because I'm going through a fence here, y'all. I can't. She knocked it out, and she hit the white part where it says Butler. Congratulations. So Skidmore-Tynan now coming back to see if they can get their 4 in the top of the 4th. Be led by
Camry, do it again.
Cambry Maris, who hit a nice shot to the outfield, bringing in a couple. Now she got some power. She's got power on that bat from the last inning. That one goes way high. I'm calling a strike. I think that's when you know a batter says, I'm going as a little too high. If you, and that is going to go out of the box. The ball hits her out. Me and Mascoro was ready. Said I had an opportunity for a highlight film and jam it on here. Some good hitting skills. Swing and a miss.
Let's go, Dre.
One out here in the top of the 4th. And strikeout goes to Adriana Lada. She's got 2 down here, and I don't know if this will. Leah Cuevas. Strike. On deck, Diana Brezenio. And that gets to 3rd, and the throw is in time for the 3rd out here in the top of the 4th. And that is Ava Solis over to Salem Bass, and that'll do it. No need to bat in the bottom of the 4th. 12-8. Let's get a little close-up photo. As soon as I see our Lady Cats, Battle of the Lady Cats here. And we're going to end this broadcast, and we'll start it up again in just a little bit as we've got varsity action coming up here in Refugio. Skidmore-Tynan coming in 3 and 4, taking on the host, the Refugio Lady Cats, who are undefeated at 8-0. Now we'll put the camera a little on Jolie Mann, our pitcher, and more than likely taking on Sember Cancino for the Refugio Lady Cats. So folks, thank you for joining me, and if you're going to join varsity action, hang out right here. Just to make a note also, at about 6 o'clock, we have Bobcat baseball, Skidmore-Tynan hosting the Woodsboro Eagles at home in Skidmore-Tynan on ST Bobcat Nation Facebook. But you can have them both on your screen or on your laptop if you so desire. I'll be back. Thank you for joining me, and as always, God bless.